Hey guys, so I took an extra day to film this video. I wanted to make sure I had all of the information that I wanted to go over. This is going to be my response to Colleen Ballinger's response, and also me just bringing up some new information that has come to light between my last video and now. So diving into Colleen's response, we're going to start with the insensitive content. I'm lucky enough to never have experienced racial stereotyping. I've never felt that I was at a disadvantage because of the color of my skin. So you can take my opinion on this with a grain of salt. The videos that Colleen and her sister Rachel posted were tasteless, they weren't funny. I don't think they were ever funny or appropriate really to begin with, but it was 14 years ago, 10 years ago. The internet and the world in general was a different place. During this time, I understand why Colleen might have gotten it into her head that this kind of, these jokes were okay to post. I'm not excusing the behavior, but I do feel as though Colleen did a fairly good job explaining and apologizing for these racially insensitive videos, given the circumstances. Though I do find it odd that she's been blocking a lot of the people that have been sharing these videos on Twitter when a lot of them are actually part of the group that she has been poking fun of. So I feel like that might be a bit of a step backwards. Before Colleen started talking about the Adam situation within her video, she made the point that context is everything. Normally I would agree, but I don't feel as though there's a context in which sending lingerie to a minor is excusable, or I don't think there's a context that makes it really any better. It's still extremely inappropriate. It's a great example of a double standard. If a man had sent lingerie to a 13-year-old girl, there would be nobody on Twitter or anywhere else excusing this behavior. James Charles came to Colleen's defense, saying that he begged her for the panties and all this stuff. First of all, like, that's completely irrelevant. He was a child. He still is, technically. He was a child, and Colleen should know better. And if I were her, I don't know if those tweets are still up. Last time I checked, they still are. If I were her, I would have deleted those immediately or gotten him to delete those immediately, because it's insensitive. It's making light of the situation, and it's extremely inappropriate. I don't think that Colleen addressed the Adam situation with much style or grace at all. She actually twists the story and tells us that Adam asked for the bra and panties, when in reality it seems from the live stream that he actually asked for the dress, and then Colleen offered up the bra and panties.
Please give me the dress. Oh my god. I want to send him something. Do you want the bra, Adam?
Adam, do you want the bra and panties? Tweet right now.
Oh my god. Yeah, Adam, let me know what you want.
And of course he said yes. It doesn't matter. As a 13-year-old, if you're the person that you idolize is offering you anything, you're gonna want it. So the fact that she twists the story in this way, it infuriates me. He agreed to taking them after you offered them. Of course he was going to agree to that. You know, you're his idol, Colleen. You're not on the same level. Then she shows us a text message between her and Adam where this came after Adam brought Flynn into the argument during the messages. And he only brought Flynn into the argument to make a point to Colleen. He was not threatening her son in any way at all. But she makes it seem like he is. And she shows the text messages that she responded with, and I think that she responded completely inappropriately, rudely, to a child that she was talking to. I actually have the text messages here that she sent to him. She says, "Take advantage of Flynn? What are you talking about?" Let me break it down, Colleen, because you're playing dumb. He's trying to give you an example so that you take something from your life to give you an example to explain to you how he's feeling. Okay? So she knows exactly what he's doing. We make comparisons all the time as human beings. That's how we get people to understand things better. It's like someone punches you in the face and you say, "How would you feel if you got punched in the face?" And they were like, Me? Why are you talking about punching me in the face? What are you talking about? He's making a comparison. I didn't say anything about you. I've never been anything but nice to you. I haven't said one word about you. I'm not going to argue with you or talk smack about you. I wish you well and always have appreciated your support, but bringing my son into your drama is too far, Adam. Drama? These are his feelings. You hurt him, Colleen. You screwed him up. Drama? Not everything is drama. Sometimes things actually hurt people. You have to accept that and try to make things right. Colleen also admits to venting to her fans, but doesn't go into specifics. I find it so bizarre that she would be sharing, as this YouTube superstar, she would be sharing personal information and venting to teenagers who have no idea what divorce is like, who have no idea what adult problems are like. She'd be venting to them, yet she talks so much about how close she is with her family. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why she's giving away such personal information to children. If I were her, I would seriously cut back on interactions with fans, unfortunately, because obviously she doesn't know how to do it properly. And I would also tell her best friend / assistant Kory to do the same. The way they interact with children is completely inappropriate, and they need to at least cut back on that behavior themselves. I would like it if they came out and said, hey, we're going to be taking a step back and not, getting into group chats with fans and all this stuff. Like, obviously, they've lost that privilege. There have been some screenshots circulating of a group chat that Kory, Colleen's best friend / assistant, is a part of. The title, the group chat name, is a sexual reference with Kory's name in it. And allegedly there are children in this group chat. Now, the screenshots I've seen, the conversations haven't been all that appropriate. Obviously, teenagers are going to talk about this stuff, but the fact that a grown man is present and his name is in the name of the group chat, it makes me uncomfortable. I didn't want to really talk about this because I wasn't sure if these group chats were real, but there has been someone come forward and claim that those screenshots were actually theirs. So at this point, I think Kory needs to come forward and obviously apologize for this and let us know that he won't be doing this anymore and remove the group chat, whatever, delete it, or come forward and claim that it's all false. I need to hear him make a statement on this, really. Colleen mentions that she puts her fans on trial runs before hiring them, and that Adam was on a trial run when he was running her Miranda Sings account. Now, I'm a freelance writer and I got my start on Fiverr. Oftentimes, I would get messages from people asking for me to do a trial run, claiming that there would be lots of work for me if I got it right, I would always decline those jobs or not reply. If someone values your work, they're not going to ask you for anything for free. I think a lot of freelance workers would agree with me on this one. We called Leafy out on his behavior when he was offering fans hilariously low amounts of money to edit thumbnails, edit footage, etc. So we need to do the same here. Colleen, that is not how a professional business conducts itself. And you should know. It wasn't an official trial run period either. It was a few messages through texts. At the end of Colleen's video, she says that her fans are more than just that, and that they're actually her friends. The thing is, that mindset is what got Colleen into this situation in the first place. I understand that she may have actually formed genuine connections through YouTube and actually formed bonds with older, hopefully adult fans, but you're not actually friends with your child audience, and I think that narrative can be damaging. The Adam situation is a perfect example of a friendship between an adult and a child gone wrong, and it ended in heartache. I think Colleen is mentally still back in high school. I genuinely don't think she sees a difference between her and Adam or her and Jojo Siwa. Well, she's not on the same level as them, and she needs to realize that and change her behavior. I also wanted to mention that the parents of these fans probably should be a little bit more in the know about what their kids are doing online and what adults they're in group chats with and what topics are being discussed in those group chats, because oftentimes from what I've seen, they're inappropriate. I'm not one for invasion of privacy, but I think a lot of the Adam situation could have been avoided if the parents were perhaps a little bit more involved. So much has come up recently, and there are other things that I want to talk about and other things that I want to delve more into, but a lot of it involves young fans, and I feel uncomfortable talking about situations involving them because they should be protected, they shouldn't be exploited, they shouldn't be in group chats with grown men talking about inappropriate things. Thank you guys for watching. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the last video that I'll be making on the Colleen Ballinger situation. It's been pretty draining, but through the situation has come some good. I have talked to many really nice people and received some emails from people who have found my channel through this situation, and I want to welcome you to the channel and thank you so much for your supportive and kind comments and interaction on Twitter. My Twitter's in the bio if you want to tweet me, if you want to DM me, whatever. Thank you for all your nice messages, and I'll see you very soon. Catch you later, Christian Slaters!